Okay, so I have 8 bullets in my mag, and here's one. Dead. 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 I still have 8 bullets in my mag. I still have 8 bullets. Now it's working.
There we go.
So it's crit based. What's going on, fellow Once Human players? You click this video to find out what the best gun in the game is, and I'm going to show you. But it's not as simple as just a gun. You need a very rare weapon mod, which I'm also going to show you how to grind for it. It could take time. It could go fast. It's all about luck. You also need an armor where all of these have stats that stack together. We'll dive into everything in a second. But before we do, please make sure you leave a like on the video to show the channel some support. And let's get started, shall we? First things first, you got to be level 40 to use these things that you buy. And it'll make it a lot easier to grind for the weapon mod, for an example, because we are dealing with, of course, tier 5 stuff here. First thing is the Desert Eagle. Maybe that comes as a shock to you because I know it's a pistol, but trust me, okay? We're going to go through why this thing just can become so insane. The second thing you want is if you go over here to status blueprint and you locate this Matrix Mad Max looking robe here, which you will also want. And totally this will cost you 8 plus 8,000 Starchrome, which is 16,000 Starchrome. And that is a lot. But since the game just launched, there's quite a few things you can do to get 16K easily. First and foremost, and the easiest way, make sure you go check a mailbox. Check out everything here. There's like welcome messages and stuff, and apologies for maintenance and so on. Redeem all of this and see how much Starchrome you get. And then you have this event thing that happens weekly, but you need to build one of these things. It's called a Stardust Resonant Filter. And what you do in here is that you put the Ellipse Cortex in there. Level 3, providing more Starchrome than level 1 and 2. You get these from quests. Once popping them in and pressing Purify, monsters will spawn in your base and try to destroy it, but they will also destroy the rest of your base. So making some turrets to defend yourself might be a good idea, but if you're more than one person, it gets easier. You can just keep all of it clear. It takes 5 minutes or something, and then you get 500 Starchrome. You can do this 4 times every week, I think. Also, as I said, the game just launched. Make sure you go into the menu, press Evolutions Call, Novice, go into the season goals, go in here and make sure you claim these once finishing the objectives. I don't really remember what I did to do them, but I'm sure it's not hard. You get some Starchrome here. Then you get some Starchrome in the, if I go back here to season 2 and so on. If you're watching this in week 3, there's even more for you. Also, if you go in and hit Stardust event, you can go into events over here and then find the regular events where just following their different social media will give you Starchrome, which is pretty brilliant if you think about it. And then there's something I noticed last night. If you go to a city, you can actually buy Starchrome for a certain currency. In Blackfell, for an example, if you go all the way into the corner here and talk to this pirate captain looking guy, you can then get 8 more crates here for whatever this currency is. But as I said, I haven't done this yet because I'm not really sure how I got this currency. I think it's from quests and how limited it is. So I'm just going to try to make sure myself that I won't be needing this currency for anything else before I just blow it all on this, because there are some attachments here that I think you can only get from here. So by now you should have 16K. Go ahead and buy the robe and the gun. And then before we go any further, make sure you change this setting. And this is kind of funny because this has the exact reverse effect in Call of Duty. But in this game, I didn't really care because of boss farming. I didn't really care if I lost DPS on it, but it turns out I actually gained DPS from this here. It is the pistol single fire mode. Make sure you take that to hold. And what that means is that you don't have to sit and click all the time when using the pistol. This will not only make the game more comfortable while playing, but also, as I said, increase your fire rate. All right, once you made it this far, you're now ready to start farming the boss that I just showed you here, demonstrating the fire mode. But when it comes to games like this, patience is a virtue. A virtue I don't have. So don't make my mistake and just rush into farming. You can make the whole thing go a lot faster, mainly by first, I did do this where you can upgrade all of your gear to tier 5, but there's one thing over here that's called calibration that helps out a lot. You can get the calibration mods you don't need by disassembling mods you don't use. Then depending on how much mats you have, you can then start upgrading. And depending on how much tungsten ingots and stardust you have, you can then start upgrading your calibration and unlock more and more stats, as you see here. Level 7 could be enough, but if you already have a mod that gives you explosions or ice or whatever, go ahead and go all the way up to 10. This is the gun you're going to be using later anyways. Alright, you ready? Time for the best part. Time to go and farm a boss over and over again. It took me 49 times. Write in the comments how long it took you. And the dog we want to farm is right over here at the Monolith of Thirst, located here on the map. And it's that weird dog with the strange foreskin thing. I am kind of tired of it. As I said, I did this 49 times. And I did not start off the way that you hopefully will after this video. I started off with very bad gear, and at first I couldn't even kill him by myself. I'm not going to go through the stages of the boss and bore you with that. It's pretty straightforward. You learn it after 2 to 3 runs. But my tips? Well, it's just one tip actually. If you watched this whole video and followed all my advice, you should be strong enough to ignore the balls that he spawns when he gets that shield thing up. And you can just keep ignoring them and keep DPSing him to get the whole thing to go a whole lot faster. And I'm not talking about the dog's testicles. I'm talking about the balls that soar around and shoot at you. Most people probably shoot them down to secure surviving, but it also takes extra time. But for some reason, I noticed that different runs take different times for the things on his shoulders to take the shields down to spawn. So if you do have the time, you can take some balls out. And you know what? We're going to watch this whole run because I kill him so fast by now. We can actually use this time for you to see all the events it goes through in case you haven't done this boss yet. And then of course, before the video's over, I'm going to show you all the different stats to show you what stacks and what else you need on your character. Number uno, 8.5k with the pistol. Isn't that crazy? I wonder, is the reload time longer when you go out of a bullet like in other games? I don't think it is. So you should just keep smashing it. There we go. Yeah, it's the same reload time, so there's no point reloading early. He doesn't even do the pull thing. Alright, let me see the XP. 4k. You get less XP by yourself, or it might be because I'm a high level. I'm not too sure. Bombardier! We got it! On the 49th run! Yes! That felt so good, I'm not gonna lie. So what do these things do? Well, the Desert Eagle itself is quite a beast for being a pistol. But if you watch further down there, you can see that every 4 hits will trigger Unstable Bomber. Crit hits counts as +1 hits. After defeating an enemy, blast damage +30 for 12 seconds. Unstable Bomber can crit rate 25% plus. And then you go watch this thing over here. You can then see that after triggering Unstable Bomber, crit rate 35% plus for 3 seconds. And then we're going to go into the mod here, which we just got, the Bombardier Souvenir. And what this does is, when triggering Unstable Bomber, automatically refill 10% of your magazine. So this is where it gets interesting. Yep, it means exactly what you're thinking. No reloading. I'm not kidding. Every time you crit, you refill 1 bullet in the Deagle. Meaning that if you crit all the time, you never have to reload. How many shots was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20 shots in one, bro. Oh, wow. That is lovely. Well, some reloading depending on where you hit your shots. And of course, I do not have all of the crit rate mods yet. So make sure you come follow me on Twitch. I'm live all weekdays grinding this. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can watch me get the last mods. I know the Silo Alpha Sigma, the Silo Phi, and the Silo Theta has some. Perhaps you know some other ways to get them. Let me know. Have a good day.
Puma.
Bro.
Help, help. Puma.
It's just a cat.
I am wearing so many things that I can't walk, dude.
First of all, it's a jaguar. No, it's a leopard.
But it's smelly. 1 second, my mom is